Hey, good morning. We've got a new pop-up, Georgia dyed Ryan yarns. Hi, I'm Cadence Kidwell, proprietress at Fuzzy Goat in downtown Thomasville, Georgia. A very rainy day today, and we have a tin roof, so it just sounds delightful, and you can kind of see our skylight over there too. So if you're in the neighborhood today, it's a perfect day to come, get away from your chores, hunker down in our lodge. We would love to have you. You can see all that I'm talking about at fuzzygoatyarns.com, and you're welcome even if it's not raining and you want to hide from your chores. I can't wait to show you these Ryan yarns. We have them in the house. Ryan works at the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia, and as you probably know by now, I have a real soft spot for academics, and then add in yarn, and I'm in love. Caroline and I actually visited a yarn shop, as one does, right? When we were in Atlanta at the gift market, and going into the Craftivist just instantly soothed us from all that hoopla and craziness of the gift market, and we just loved visiting in there. And I literally bought these 3 yarns. And a few days later, Ryan contacted us and wanted to know if we wanted to work with him. So we were really excited. We had a great time picking out colors for this pop-up, including these 3 that I originally got. And so we only got 4 skeins of each color. So I'm going to show you the colors. I'm going to show you a few things that you can make with it. And I will indeed talk about what I'm wearing now. And I love all of you guys for coming on and getting up this morning and watching with us everywhere from Kara in South Carolina to Priscilla in Maine. It's just really just fascinating and just really delightful. Okay, let's talk about the yarn though. This great color here is called Canvas of Life. Really great green. I loved that. And it went so well with this beautiful brown butter, I thought. And then I loved this one too, which is I'm So Gray. So what am I going to do with these 3? I haven't quite decided. I'm just loving having the option of a 3 skein project. But if I didn't already have a Tamdo, I would knit this in that. If you really want to knit this in these colors, we do have them in our copper corgi because we just got those back in stock, those colors. So Tamdo, and the link is going to be up under the Ryan Yarns product. And look, and we got Cindy in Minnesota, and Massachusetts is represented by Sharon. So thank you. So we got these 3 colors, but then we also have this beautiful blue called 300 Fox Way. This purple one is really kind of fun, and you know, Carolina warmed my heart for Carolina. Roses are red, violets are lesbians is this purple here. So we got that, which would go really great with this one here, I think, those 2. So if you wanted to do a 2 skein project, or even a 1 skein project, a 1 skein project, you could do Stay High, which is what I'm wearing here, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. But if you wanted to crochet, you could use 3 in this one here in the bobble gum, and use 3 for the crochet. And then we got some more colors over here. We've got Julia, which would also look really great with the violets are red, and maybe with the blue as well, if you wanted to do a cooler tone instead of a warmer tone. And then we have Quest for a King right there. Look at the colors in there. I mean, he's just so fun. And this one here is called Earthseed. And Earthseed would go really well with Canvas for Life. And Quest for a King, you could put that with brown butter. That would make a really pretty, oh Lord, what's that one called with the big sun ray on it? I'm walking away to come over here to see if I can put my hands on it. Yep, I'm coming back. This one right here. These 2 would be really pretty in that, which that one is called Dotted Rays. Not sun rays, dotted rays. So that would work for that. So these are just really beautiful colors, great twist in the yarn. Oh, let me tell you about the yardage. 400 yards, and 80% merino, 20% nylon, so they would make fabulous socks. If you wanted to make socks, they have a really good twist in there, strong twist if you see that in there. So we got the fingering in the pop-up, and we also got some DK. So I'm going to show you the DK as well, and along with that, you could use one skein to make Crescent City. This is made out of our entropy that changes colors, but it would also look really great in this DK here, which is called Hallucinations. There, look at that color. Isn't that great? And so thank you, Becky, for tuning in the Smokies. Smoky, Idaho. Oh, fires, huh? Yep. I remember the year Florida was on fire, but now we've just had a lot of rain, which I'm grateful for. But this is Hallucination. And so this is kind of just a complicated, undefinable color, kind of terracotta with little flashes of fuchsia in there. Ryan just has a great sense of humor. I just love that. This is also 300 Fox Way, and these are the DKs. The DK yarn has 250 yards, which is really good for a DK, and it is 100% superwash in there, and dyed in Georgia, hand dyed in Georgia. These two greens, actually these three greens play really well together. You could put these three together, and this is Canvas of Life and Enchanted, and this one is I Just Want Like 10 Pistachios. That's actually the name of the yarn. Isn't that fun? So what could you do with these three? Let me put those down. Those three, you could do a Jody shawl, and I've got the link up for that. Those three would be really pretty in a Jody shawl. And let me make sure I show you all the yarns before I talk about some more patterns. This one here is called Ocean Soul. That would make a beautiful Crescent City. One skein would go really far. You use a big needle for that, which is what makes it go so far. So that's Ocean Soul. And then I've got these two up here that I don't believe I've shown you. This one here is The Magician. Nice black and white. Nylene, I'm thinking of you. You might like that. And then this one is I'm So Gray, with all the extra little colors in there. Yes. Oh, just really scrumptious. And like I said, we've only got 4 of each. So you could do with the DK, you could do a Jody shawl. Melissa found the Rocket Tee DK. Look at that. Isn't that great? So you could use, if you got all 4, you could make up to a size, not a size, but a circumference, 48 inches. But if you wanted to stripe it, which lots of the Rocket Tees are, you could make a wider variety of sizes. So we're going to have the link up to that. I just love that sleeve detail on there too. As well as, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a really nice eyelet detail down the side there as well. And if you want to do one of the solids, like this really beautiful blue, but you don't want to do a sweater, you could do this shawl. This wrap. It's really more of a wrap. I like that kind of shape there. And it is called Dream and Texture, and I've got the link up for that. So these with the variation in there would work really good. I don't, as a point of just talking about things, I think you could probably still get away with the texture and the speckles in that, but I personally would think this amount of variation would overshadow the texture in there. So I think a little bit of speckle works well, but a lot of dramatic shift doesn't work as well with all of the different things in there. And so I would do something like a Crescent City with this, where the texture is just really big and graphic, and they can play well together. So those are the Ryan yarns in the pop-up. And so let me tell you some other stuff we've got, because it is also the Sweet Georgia Peach Yarn Crawl. So we are part of a yarn crawl. It happens whether you're doing it online or come into the store. Channy Peas has done a lot of work to put this together. And so for that, we got together some special things, including we made Stay High kits. So we actually have a very similar yarn to this, and we made kits for the very first time in honor of the yarn crawl for Georgia. And so this is the name of the new color is called Georgia Skyline. And this was my, it's immodest of me to say, but this is my pattern, my first pattern. And I love wearing this shape. You guys have been watching, you know that. And it has these little palm trees on it, little water towers, because down here in South Georgia, those are often the tallest things in the sky out here in the rural parts of the state. So we have the Stay High kits up there. The kit includes the yarn and the pattern. And then we've also made some samplers from our Fuzzy Fix. So this is our KnitWise sampler from our Fuzzy Fix box. So if you've missed out on our Fuzzy Fixes and you want a little taste of it to see what it's like, we made a little sampler of it. And in this particular one, the KnitWise one, you get a sock blank with 463 yards. Look at those colors. And the pattern we recommended was Wendy's Fern Shawl from the sock blank, and the finished ones we've seen are exquisite. And then you also get a koozie to keep your hands nice and dry and not sweaty while you're knitting. And they fit over a variety of anything from a wine bottle to a soda can, just a wide variety, and then and some stitch stoppers. So that's in our KnitWise sampler that we put together in honor of the crawl. And then we have an Emma's sampler that we also have in honor of the crawl. And that one makes this Collins cowl that Laura Dobratz wrote first for the Fuzzy Fix. And it is in these two colors, fingering. You get that, the pattern, and then you get this special magnolia tin. We try to pick things that are representative of the South, and then these little bee stitch markers. Aren't they cute? Look at those. So those are also things that we've got in honor of the crawl, and we've got them packaged up like little party favors for you guys. And also, I just wanted to show you a few things that we also have that are also Georgia made. So I'm just going to take advantage of that right now. And those are our Magner bags, also made in Athens. You know, Athens being a college town is just a hotbed of great creativity. So Casey Magner makes these, and I'm just going to show you. These are some of the colors that we have right now. Aren't they fun? I just love these. So this bag here is his original bag, nice and wide. And strap. We could put a optional strap on it, and you can cinch it tight. And then inside are also zippers. One little zipper pocket here. This is so ingenious. So not only is this a zipper pocket, but it's also a pocket. And then there's some grommets on this side for you to put your yarn in and feed it through if you like to knit like that. And then there's back over here on this side are some longer kind of sewn down pockets. I like to put a pin in there, but you can also put your needles in there. And he makes those in several colors. This Camellia is a new color for us, very soft and sweet. And he also makes them in a couple different sizes. So this is the original size, the nitty gritty. This one, let's see, I'll show you in order that he came. So those were the nitty gritty. This is the nitty biggie. This is indeed big. This is perfect for a sweater, although you could, I believe you, depending on the size and the kind of yarn, you could do a sweater, fit a sweater in here. But this one would fit a sweater, your wallet, your journal, a bottle of water. And we have these in two colors. Same great features, just bigger, nitty biggie. And this is the nitty bitty. Perfect for that single skein. If you don't mind scrunching up your pattern, which I don't, I'm not precious about my patterns. Some of you are though, and they're very impressive when I see them. And so this is the little nitty bitty, and you can just cinch that up, grab it by the handle, and go. So we got those bags that also come from Georgia. So I just want to take that opportunity to tell you about those. And then, of course, the funky bags, which Ashley makes, which Casey from Magner introduced us to. I just love being collaborative. I love that Casey is collaborative and shared his knowledge with Ashley, and Ashley is doing really well in our store also, and everybody's just what's that go? Rising tide lifts all boats. So this is the funky bag, and it doesn't close. It stays open. It's a nice depth. I'll show you mine in action in just a moment. And it's got some pockets on the inside here. And Ashley makes them in this color, which I believe is Dandelion. This one, I think, might be Harbor. This is a newer color for us. This one is Wisteria. Isn't that pretty? And you can also just see how each one's different. I mean, she makes these fabrics and then cuts them and sews the bags. This is Shibori, the original with the blue. And this one is Raspberry. And the Raspberry is the only one we have that doesn't have the recycled leather handle. It has this super fun, we figured if it was Raspberry, it might as well have a woven multicolored handle. So let me show you mine in action. See, I got it all loaded up because I wanted to show you another thing you could make with Ryan's yarns with the 3 is this pattern here by Melanie Berg, Up All Night. And I'm working on that now. And as you can see, I am not precious about my pattern because I can always print out another one. So here's the pattern. Here's me using my highlighter tape in action. All that is going on, and it's three colors, and I'm really having a good time with the lace in there. Though I'm not spending as much time on that as I am my second sweater. Well, my more recent sweater, right? I finished my Blackthorn, and now I'm working on my Ella, I'm not sure how I'm going to say it, which I can't wait to, I want to be able to wear as well. So I'm kind of focusing on that. It has the most interesting construction. So I wanted to show you that. I'm making it out of wool stock and this rusted roof color. And you knit the shawl, the collar ribbing at the same time you knit the lace. So that was really fascinating. So you knit that. You knit this piece, and this had a provisional cast on, and you knit this, and see it's all bunched up because I haven't blocked it yet. And then you put this on waste yarn down at the bottom. And then you do another one just like it. I'm now at the part where I took out the provisional cast on, and I'm going to say mine never unzips perfectly. I always have to do a little bit of picking. So if you feel like you failed at that, all that matters is that you can get those live stitches back. And so then you took those 2 pieces and you put them together. Let's see, it's going to go on me like this. Right, but oops. Like this. And then this is going to come down here. You know, it's going to be a whole sweater. But then you join those pieces. Oops. Then you join those pieces and you knit across the back. So you have these 2 pieces that were on provisional cast on, and then you joined them, and now I'm knitting down the back. There's no seams in this sweater, so I've got this little bit of lace, then I'm going to knit that part down to here, and then I'm going to join here, and then it's still knit flat because it's a cardigan, but and it's not steeked. And I'm going to go all the way, you know, from this edge all the way around and down that way, and then you pick up stitches and do the sleeves. So it's really fun. I'm doing it on a size 7 needle. It calls for an 8, but I'm using bigger because, again, I'm knitting continental and my continental gauge is looser. So all of that fits in my Georgia made funky bag, those 2 projects. So that's what I got for you today. I just can't say enough about this Ryan's yarn. I might just have to keep a bunch of it for myself. Oh, I have to stop looking at that because I got to talk to you. I'm going to go and put the links up for all these, especially our Fuzzy Fix samplers. So if you had missed out on those, this is a great way to get a little taste of it. And Rita, thanks. It does look like a really comfortable sweater, doesn't it? It's just big and slouchy. And in this yarn, it's just really nice and cozy. I'm really having a good time with it. You guys have a great Saturday. You can visit us online at fuzzygoatyarns.com. We have all sorts of things yarny that are made in the South and specifically in Georgia, which today is the sweet Georgia Peach Yarn Crawl, and we're kind of got celebrating that. But even if you see us later, we still have the same great things. Thanks for joining us. Talk to you guys soon.